Hello, friends. Today we'll be discussing an important aspect as regards Essbase calculations. After migrating to EPM Cloud 25.11, which uses Essbase 21.7, it was found that calculations were not running as expected, or they were giving us unexpected results, which was not the case prior to the Essbase 21.7 patch set. For this purpose, I'll be using two environments. The first environment is with a lower version of Essbase, that is Essbase 5.16, and EPM Cloud 25.10. We'll be running the calculation, a sample calculation on this environment, followed by the same calculation on 25.11. And we'll be able to understand why the particular calculation works as expected in Essbase 5.16 versus Essbase 21.7. First things first about the environment information. So we'll be using a REST API to find the environment information. So it is going to give us the information about the environment like the SKU, the Essbase version, the service type, and of course the version, the Essbase version on the pod. We have selected a simple calculation to calculate movements based on closing balance input, and we have carved out an ODR instead of insertion point because an ODR can be helpful at debugging the calculation, required calculation, custom calculation, instead of running the entire consolidation script. For this purpose, we'll be posting a consolidation journal at closing balance input to P&L account for leaf level entity. So let us approve this, post this journal. We have a data form. So the goal of the exercise is to write the value at moments net income based on the value at closing balance input or a particular data source and a set of P&L accounts. So we have this on-demand rule. The on-demand rule has two parts. The first part is going to clear off the original calculated values. It will run bottom up and it will also run in a non-hybrid mode. The default always is non-hybrid. After that, we'll be executing the hybrid calculation using the set hybrid BSV in script directive on a set of FCCS sales descendants. And based on the calculation, we'll be writing off the data to net income. Note that this calculation runs bottom up. So calculation is executed. Let us also confirm whether it ran in hybrid mode. So we just search for the hybrid and we see that the calculation did not run in hybrid mode, even though hybrid aggregation mode was turned on. However, let us see whether the data has arrived. The data has got calculated in 516. So the main reason you can see that calculation did not run in hybrid mode, even though hybrid mode was turned on. Let us go to the 21.11 environment now. So this is our 21.11 environment. And this comes with Essbase 21.7. We will first post the consolidation journal. You have the same data form. So journal has been posted. So that means data block is created. Go to calculation manager. Run the business rule on the same entity. This is the main difference here. In 21.7, we see that calculation executed in hybrid aggregation mode. This is a striking difference from the 516. Let us check the data. We see that the calculation did not happen in 516. How do we work this around? There are mainly two approaches now. The first approach is to turn off hybrid mode because we know for sure that the 516 calculation did not run in hybrid mode. So that is one approach. The other approach is to continue running this in hybrid mode, but the different approach. What we'll be doing now is to use set our constants and in addition to bottom up, let us try to use non-empty tuple. Now what we'll be doing is our goal is to create the value at moments net income. So we'll be using moments net income, the fix, and use the sparse member block or anchor as FCCS journal input. So we still want to run the calculation bottom up in hybrid mode, but we are going to use this time a sparse member block and also use non-empty tuple. And we have moved the dense member to the fix where we want to write off the results. Let us validate and save. Let us run this calculation. Calculation ran in hybrid mode. Very important. And let us see the value. And this time we see that the calculation happened as expected. The trick here is most important for running hybrid calculations. You need to use ignore constants and non-empty tuple in addition to calc mode bottom up. And most important is whenever you use calc mode non-empty tuple, use a sparse member block as or the anchor. The destination single cell where we want to write off the data must be part of the fixed statement in addition to the left hand side of the question. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Ashutosh Patel.